Today, I want to share with you the profound wisdom of aligning with the energy of abundance and trusting the universe to guide you along the way. So, let's embark on this journey together. All right, let's start with something really important: understanding how the universe works. Believe it or not, it's always listening to what we think and say. Yep, every thought and word we put out there gets picked up like a message in a bottle. And here's the thing: the universe doesn't play games. It takes our thoughts and words seriously and responds accordingly. So, if we're constantly putting out negative vibes, guess what? We'll probably get more of the same in return. But don't worry, there's a simple solution: cultivating a positive mental atmosphere. Think of it like planting seeds in a garden. If you want beautiful flowers to grow, you've got to nurture the soil with love, joy, and gratitude. So, how do we do that? Well, it starts with being mindful of our thoughts and words. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, try focusing on the positives. Find things to be grateful for, even in the smallest moments. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on your face or the sound of birds chirping outside your window. Whatever it is, take a moment to appreciate it. Trust me, it'll make a world of difference in how you feel. And speaking of feelings, let's talk about love and joy. These emotions are like rocket fuel for manifesting your dreams. When you're filled with love and joy, you're like a magnet for all the good things in life. Think of it this way: every thought you think counts. Every positive thought brings more goodness into your life, while every negative thought pushes it away. Have you ever noticed how things seem to slip away just when they're within your grasp? It's often because our negative thinking creates barriers against the positive affirmations we desire. All right, let's dive into the amazing world of positive affirmations. These little statements might seem small, but trust me, they're like magic spells that can transform your life. So, when you're making affirmations, it's important to be super clear about what you want. Think of it like placing an order with the universe. You wouldn't just say, "I want food," right? You'd say exactly what you're craving, like, "I want a big, juicy burger with all the fixings." The same goes for affirmations. Instead of saying, "I don't want to be sick anymore," try saying, "I accept perfect health now." See the difference? By focusing on what you want, perfect health, you're sending a clear message to the universe. And here's the thing: the universe is always listening. It's like a cosmic waiter just waiting to fulfill your order. So, the clearer and more specific you are with your affirmations, the better. But it's not just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. You've got to believe in your affirmations with all your heart. Picture yourself already living the life you desire. Feel the joy and excitement as if it's already happening. Similarly, avoid affirmations rooted in lack or negativity. For instance, replace "I hate this car" with "I have a beautiful new car that suits all my needs." Remember, the universe responds to the energy you emit, so focus on what you truly desire. Let's talk about something that might be holding us back: limiting beliefs. These are like little roadblocks that stop us from reaching our full potential. They sneak into our minds and whisper things like, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed." But here's the thing: these beliefs are just that, beliefs. They're not facts, even though they might feel like it sometimes. And the more we listen to them, the more they hold us back from living our best lives. Think about it. If you believe that life sucks or that you're not worthy of good things, what do you think is going to happen? You'll start to see the world through a negative lens. Every setback will feel like proof that you were right all along. But here's the good news: you have the power to change those beliefs. you can kick those negative thoughts to the curb and replace them with positive affirmations. Now, what's an affirmation? It's like a little pep talk you give yourself to boost your confidence and shift your mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you could say, "I am capable and deserving of success." See the difference? It's all about reframing your beliefs. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, focus on what you can. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, look for the positives. Trust me, it's a game changer. So, how do you start? Well, first, you've got to pay attention to those sneaky thoughts that pop into your head. Notice when you're being hard on yourself or doubting your abilities. For example, shift, "Nobody loves me," to "I radiate love and love fills my life." By consciously replacing negative beliefs with positive affirmations, you'll transform your reality and attract abundance into your life. Let's dive into something really important: loving yourself and being grateful. It's like filling up your tank with good vibes so you can attract all the good stuff into your life. Picture this: your body is like a treasure chest. It's precious and deserves to be treated with care and respect. So let's start by showing it some love. Think about how you talk to yourself. Are you kind and gentle, like talking to a best friend? Or are you hard on yourself, always pointing out flaws? It's time to switch gears and speak to yourself with love and kindness. You deserve it. And don't forget about what you put into your body. Just like a plant needs water and sunlight to grow, your body needs healthy foods to thrive. So fill up on fruits, veggies, and other nutritious goodies. Your body will thank you for it. But it's not just about what you eat. It's also about what you think. Yep, your thoughts are super powerful. So let's keep them positive and uplifting. Instead of focusing on what you don't like about yourself, try celebrating all the amazing things that make you unique. Remember, every cell in your body responds to your thoughts and words. By embracing self-love and gratitude, you create a harmonious environment for healing and well-being to thrive. You are the boss of your own life. Yes, you heard that right. The way you think and what you believe can change the world around you. So, let's talk about taking charge and making things happen for yourself. First off, let go of feeling like a victim. That means no more blaming others or thinking life is out to get you. Instead, focus on what you can do to make things better. It's all about being proactive. Now, when it comes to your health and happiness, you've got options. You could try out holistic health practices. That's like looking at your whole self, body, mind, and spirit, to find balance and wellness. It might include things like acupuncture, yoga, or meditation. Or maybe you're curious about nutrition. Learning about what foods are good for you and how they can make you feel amazing is super important. It's like giving your body the right fuel to run smoothly. Living in alignment with the universe means surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that everything is working out for your highest good. Release the need to control every outcome and instead embrace the beauty of surrender. When faced with challenges, repeat affirmations such as, "All is well, everything is working out for my highest good." Trust that the universe has your back and that abundance is always within reach. So, trust in the universe and align with the energy of abundance. By cultivating a positive mindset, embracing self-love and gratitude, and releasing limiting beliefs, you open yourself up to a world of endless possibilities. You are a co-creator of your reality, and the universe is conspiring in your favor. So, let go, relax, and trust that the universe will do the rest. Thank you for joining me on this journey towards abundance. To uncover the beauty and power that lies within. Recently, someone shared with me the most wonderful gift I could ever receive. They said, "You gave me the gift of myself." Isn't that just beautiful? So many of us wander through life not truly knowing who we are. We hide from ourselves, burying our feelings, our desires, our true essence. But my dear friends, it's time to awaken to the truth of who you are. Imagine diving into a deep, clear pool on a hot summer day. That's a bit like what it means to be enlightened, except instead of diving into water, you're diving deep into yourself. To be enlightened is like exploring the depths of your soul, like going on a grand adventure within yourself. It's about getting to know every part of who you are, the good stuff, the not so good stuff, and everything in between. You see, we all have quirks, those little things that make us unique and special. Maybe you snort when you laugh or have a funny way of dancing. Instead of hiding these quirks, being enlightened means embracing them with open arms. It's about saying, hey, this is me, and I'm proud of it. But it's not just about the quirks. It's also about accepting our flaws, the parts of ourselves that we might not be so proud of. Maybe you're a bit impatient or tend to procrastinate. Being enlightened means acknowledging these flaws without judgment and working on them with love and compassion. And then there's the magnificence, the incredible, awe-inspiring parts of yourself that make you shine like a diamond in the sun. It's about recognizing your strengths, your talents, and all the wonderful things that make you who you are. Now here's the most important part. Loving yourself unconditionally. That means loving yourself no matter what, whether you're having a good day or a bad day, whether you succeed or fail, whether you're feeling on top of the world or at rock bottom. When you love yourself unconditionally, something amazing happens. That love starts to radiate outwards like ripples on a pond. It touches everyone you meet, filling their hearts with warmth and joy. Listen closely, my dear friends, because what I'm about to tell you is truly important. Self-love. It's not selfish at all. In fact, it's absolutely necessary. It's like the solid ground beneath our feet, the sturdy foundation upon which we build our lives. Think about it this way. When you love yourself, when you really, truly care for yourself with kindness and compassion, something magical happens. You start to feel more joyful, more abundant, more at peace with yourself and the world around you. Imagine yourself as a lighthouse, standing tall and strong against the crashing waves. That's what happens when you love yourself fully. You become a beacon of love, shining your light for all to see. Now, some people might think that loving yourself is selfish, that it's all about putting yourself first and ignoring the needs of others. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You see, when you love yourself, you're actually better able to love others. It's like when you're on an airplane and the flight attendant tells you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Loving yourself is like putting on that oxygen mask. It gives you the strength and resilience you need to help those around you. And here's the beautiful part. When you love yourself, you naturally start to attract more love into your life. It's like a magnet, drawing in all the good things that the universe has to offer: joy, abundance, peace, and so much more. But perhaps the most amazing thing about self-love is how it can transform the world around us. You see, when you shine your light brightly, when you let your love radiate outwards, you become a force for good in the world. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who just exudes love and positivity? Someone whose mere presence lights up the room and makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside? That's the power of self-love in action. Love is like a magical glue that holds everything together in the universe. It's not just a feeling, it's the very essence of life itself. Imagine it as a special thread that weaves through everything, connecting all living beings in a beautiful and intricate tapestry. Think of it this way. When you feel love, you're not just feeling it within yourself. You're also connecting to the love that flows through every living thing around you. It's like being part of a big, warm hug that encompasses the entire world. Now let's talk about God, the divine creator. Many people believe that God is love. That means that love isn't just a human emotion, it's a divine force that permeates every corner of the universe. It's the energy that brings everything into existence and sustains it with boundless compassion. And here's the most beautiful part: each and every one of us is a vessel for that divine love. Yes, you heard me right. You, my dear, are a walking, talking embodiment of love. It's not something you have to earn or achieve. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered and shared with the world. Just think about it. Every time you show kindness to someone, every time you offer a helping hand, every time you smile at a stranger, you're spreading that divine love. You're shining your light in the world and making it a brighter, more beautiful place for everyone. We're living in a time of immense change, both individually and globally. Each of us has chosen to be here, to be a part of this transformative journey. Together, we're shifting from fear to love, from separation to unity. In the olden days, during the Piscean Age, we used to search outside of ourselves for answers and salvation. We believed that someone or something else held the key to our happiness and fulfillment. But now, things have changed. We've entered a new era known as the Aquarian Age. In this modern age, we're learning a different way of being. Instead of constantly seeking external solutions, we're turning our gaze inward. We're starting to understand that the power we've been searching for all along resides within us. It's like realizing that the treasure we've been seeking has been hidden within our own hearts all this time. We're discovering that we are the ones who hold the key to our own happiness, success, and fulfillment. This realization is profound because it means that we are not at the mercy of external circumstances or forces. We have the ability to shape our own destiny, to create the life we desire. We are like architects, designing the blueprint of our reality with every thought, feeling, and action. Each decision we make, each belief we hold, contributes to the construction of our lives. This shift in perspective is empowering. It reminds us that we are not victims of fate or circumstance. We have the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges and opportunities. So today is the day to love yourself fully and unconditionally. Let go of the excuses, the self-doubt, the limitations. Embrace the truth of your magnificence, for you are worthy of love, abundance, and all the blessings of the universe. Let us create a world where love knows no bounds, where we can express our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. Love begins within each of us, radiating outwards, healing the world one heart at a time. You have the power within you to choose love in every moment. It's the most powerful healing force there is. So let's choose love here and now and watch as miracles unfold in our lives. In each of us lies a power so great, so magnificent, it can transform our lives in ways we never imagined possible. Love is like a superpower on this journey we call life. It's not just about loving others, it's also about loving yourself and the world around you. When we connect with this boundless well of love inside us, something magical happens. Our energy levels soar, and we start vibrating at a higher frequency. Think of love as a warm, glowing light that radiates from your heart. When you focus on loving yourself, you're filling your own cup with that light. And when your cup is full, you can't help but share that love with others. But it's not just about giving love, it's also about receiving it. When you open yourself up to receiving love from others and from the universe, you're allowing that warm, glowing light to flow into your life, nourishing your soul and lifting your spirits. And here's the beautiful thing. The more love you give and receive, the more your vibration rises. It's like turning up the volume on a song you love. Suddenly, everything feels brighter, more vibrant, more alive. When we vibrate at a higher frequency, we attract more positive experiences into our lives. It's like we're sending out a signal to the universe, saying, I'm ready for abundance, joy, and all the good things life has to offer. But it all starts with love. Love for yourself, love for others, and love for the universe. When you tap into that infinite wellspring of love within you, you become a magnet for all the wonderful things the universe has in store. So how do you tap into this power of love? It's simple, really. Start by taking a few deep breaths and closing your eyes. Then imagine a warm, glowing light in the center of your chest. That's your heart chakra, the seat of your love and compassion. Now visualize that light expanding, filling your entire body with warmth and love. Feel it radiating out from you, enveloping everyone and everything around you in its comforting embrace. Self-love is not selfish. It is the foundation upon which all other forms of love are built. When we love and accept ourselves unconditionally, we create a ripple effect of love that touches everyone and everything around us. I like to think of love as really valuing who you are. It's not just about liking the good things about yourself. It's about accepting everything, even the parts you might not be so crazy about. We need to let go of the rules we set for ourselves about when we can love ourselves and just accept ourselves fully right now, in this moment. Think about it like this. Imagine you have a friend who has some quirks or habits that you don't necessarily understand or agree with. But despite those quirks, you still love them, right? You accept them for who they are, flaws and all. Well, we need to treat ourselves the same way. We all have things about ourselves that we wish were different. Maybe it's a physical feature, like the shape of our nose or the size of our waist. Or maybe it's something internal, like a fear or insecurity. But instead of trying to hide or change those things, we need to embrace them as part of what makes us unique. It's like looking in the mirror and saying, hey, I may not be perfect, but I'm pretty amazing just the way I am. It's about being kind and compassionate to ourselves, even when we're not feeling our best. Many times, we put off loving ourselves until we reach certain goals, like dropping pounds, landing a job, or finding that special someone. But let me tell you something important. You are deserving of love and happiness exactly as you are, right here, right now. You don't have to wait for anything outside of yourself to tell you that you're worthy. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and look in the mirror. Instead of focusing on what you think needs to change, you smile at yourself and say, I love you, just as you are. It's a powerful feeling, knowing that you don't have to earn love or prove your worthiness. It's already there, inside you. You see, my friend, love isn't something that comes from outside of us. It's not dependent on reaching certain milestones or meeting society's expectations. Love is a choice we make every single day, a choice to embrace ourselves fully and unconditionally. Think about it. If we're always waiting for something external to validate our worthiness, we'll be waiting forever. There will always be another goal to achieve, another hurdle to overcome. But the truth is, you are worthy of love and joy simply because you exist. And here's another secret. When you start to love yourself just as you are, right now, in this moment, everything else falls into place. You become more confident, more resilient, more able to handle whatever life throws your way. Look around. Our world could definitely use a little more love, compassion, and understanding, don't you think? But here's the thing. Each and every one of us has the power to make a difference, simply by loving ourselves and others with all our hearts. It's like this. When we choose to love ourselves and those around us unconditionally, we're sending out ripples of positivity that can heal even the deepest wounds. It's like planting seeds of love in a garden. Over time, Those seeds grow into beautiful flowers that brighten up the whole landscape. But how do we do it? How do we tap into this power of unconditional love? Well, it starts with acceptance, accepting ourselves and others exactly as we are, flaws and all. It's about letting go of judgment and embracing the uniqueness of each individual. Peace, understanding, and compassion are like the building blocks of a world where love thrives. But you know what's amazing? We don't have to look far to find them. They're right here, inside each and every one of us. Think of it like this. When we feel calm and at peace within ourselves, it's like we're sending out waves of love and positivity into the world around us. It's as if our hearts become little lighthouses, guiding others through the darkness. And let's be real. The world can sometimes feel like a pretty scary and uncertain place. But when we choose to cultivate that inner peace, when we choose to let love be our guiding light, suddenly everything starts to feel a little bit brighter. Imagine walking down the street and seeing someone who's feeling sad or lonely. When you're filled with that inner peace and love, you can't help but reach out a hand and offer a kind word or a smile. And in that moment, you're not just helping them, you're also spreading a little bit of that peace and love to everyone around you. But here's the thing, it's not always easy. Life can throw some pretty tough challenges our way, and sometimes it's hard to hold on to that inner peace. That's why it's so important to practice self-care and self-compassion, to take care of ourselves so that we can continue to be beacons of light for others. And the beautiful thing is, the more we practice, the stronger that light becomes. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So even on the days when it feels like the darkness is closing in, remember that you have the power to shine bright and spread love wherever you go. Love is a choice. It's a choice we make every single day in every moment. So let's choose love for ourselves, for each other, and for the world. So I invite you to take a deep breath and feel the love that surrounds you. It's always there, waiting for you to embrace it. So go ahead, my darlings, and raise your vibration. The world is waiting for your love. You. Every word you speak, every thought you think, shapes the world around you. So why not choose words of love, of kindness, of empowerment? It all begins with how you speak to yourself. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself surrounded by a field of flowers. Each flower represents a positive affirmation, a loving thought. Now pick one of those flowers and hold it close to your heart. That's how powerful affirmations can be. They nurture your soul and bloom into reality. You might be thinking, how can I talk to myself in the right way? Well, it's easy, my friend. It all begins with understanding how powerful your words truly are. Every time you hear yourself saying something mean or hurtful about yourself, it's time to hit the brakes. Take a moment to breathe deeply and then replace that negative thought with something positive and uplifting. Imagine your mind is like a garden and your thoughts are the seeds you plant. If you sow seeds of negativity, you'll harvest a crop of despair and sadness. But if you plant seeds of positivity, you'll reap a harvest of joy and happiness. So instead of berating yourself for your mistakes or shortcomings, try offering yourself words of encouragement and support. Tell yourself that you're doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. Remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm so clumsy," try reframing it as, "I'm learning and growing every day, and that's what matters." Or if you find yourself saying, "I'll never be good enough," counter it with, "I am worthy of love and respect just as I am." It may feel strange at first, like you're talking to a stranger instead of yourself. But with time and practice, it will become more natural, like having a conversation with an old friend who knows and loves you unconditionally. Stand in front of the mirror and look into your own eyes. Say to yourself, I love and approve of myself. Feel the warmth of those words resonating within you. You are deserving of love, of approval, just as you are. You were born pure and whole, like a newborn baby. Babies don't criticize themselves or hold grudges. They live in the present moment full of wonder and joy. You were like that once, and you can be like that again. It's time to release the false beliefs that hold you back, the criticisms, the fears, the guilt. They no longer serve you. Embrace the innocence of life, the joy of existence. You are worthy of love, of happiness, of all the good things life has to offer. When you start talking to yourself with love and kindness, something magical happens inside you. It's like a gentle breeze blowing away the clouds of doubt and fear. Suddenly, those big, scary obstacles that used to loom in front of you don't seem so intimidating anymore. You'll find that those negative messages that used to echo in your mind start to fade away. They lose their grip on you, like shadows disappearing in the light. You begin to see yourself in a new way, with clearer eyes and a lighter heart. It's as if a weight has been lifted off your shoulders, and you realize that you're stronger and more resilient than you ever thought possible. You start to believe in yourself, in your abilities, in your worthiness. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, you start to see all the things you can do. You begin to take steps forward, one at a time, knowing that each small victory brings you closer to your goals. And as you continue to speak to yourself with love and kindness, you'll notice that the people around you start to respond differently too. They see the light shining from within you, and they're drawn to it like moths to a flame. When you come across resistance, see it as a signal that you're growing. Change might seem scary at first, but it's also a chance to set yourself free. Welcome it warmly, knowing that you have more strength and potential than you realize. Sometimes when things start to shift and change in our lives, we feel a sense of resistance. It's like our minds and bodies are pulling back, afraid of what might happen if we let go of the familiar. But that resistance is not a roadblock. It's a signpost pointing towards growth. Think of it like this. When you're working out and your muscles start to ache, it's a sign that you're pushing yourself, that you're building strength. The same goes for resistance in life. It means you're stretching yourself, expanding your comfort zone, and stepping into new territory. Change can be scary because it means stepping into the unknown. It means leaving behind what's safe and familiar and venturing into uncharted waters. But it's also incredibly liberating because it opens up a world of possibilities. Imagine if you stayed stuck in the same place, never daring to try something new or take a different path. You'd miss out on so much growth, so much adventure. Embracing change means embracing life in all its fullness, with all its ups and downs. So when you feel that resistance creeping in, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's all part of the process. It's a sign that you're on the right track, that you're moving forward, even if it feels uncomfortable at times. Instead of fighting against it, welcome it with open arms. Embrace the challenge, knowing that you have the strength and courage to face whatever comes your way. Trust in yourself and your ability to navigate through the changes, knowing that you are capable of so much more than you think. You might have been through tough times in your life, but they don't make up who you are. Your past doesn't define you, dear friend. You are like a shining star full of beauty and light, capable of healing and growing. Believe in the strength of love, forgiveness, and accepting yourself just as you are. Think of yourself like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. When the caterpillar faces challenges, it doesn't give up. It keeps going, knowing that one day it will emerge from its cocoon transformed, with colorful wings ready to soar. Just like the caterpillar, you have the power within you to transform your life. You can overcome any obstacle, no matter how big or small. You can heal from past hurts and become stronger and more resilient than ever before. Let go of guilt, my dear. It serves no purpose other than to weigh you down. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, for perceived shortcomings. You are human and you are worthy of love just as you are. And when you find yourself trapped in self-imposed prisons of guilt and shame, remember this: you hold the key to your own freedom. It's within you, waiting to be unlocked. Choose love over fear, forgiveness over judgment. You are not alone on this journey, my dear. You are surrounded by love, by support, by infinite possibilities. Trust in the wisdom of your heart, in the guidance of your soul. You are capable of miracles beyond your wildest dreams. So speak to yourself with love, my dear. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a beloved friend, for you are worthy of love, of joy, of all the blessings life has to offer. Once you do this, once you speak to yourself correctly, the shift happens. And oh, what a beautiful shift it is. You are loved, you are worthy, you are enough. Embrace yourself with love and watch as miracles unfold in your life.